What's up YouTube, Ben Born here, and I hope everybody is safe in their home during this quarantine period. It's been super boring for me because I can't wait to step outside and create awesome photos for you guys. But in the meantime, I just want to share my opinions and ideas with you guys about Fujifilm, because I know I'm the Fuji guy. Everybody calls me the Fuji guy. I've been shooting Fujifilm for getting to 4 years now, and it's been amazing for me. It's been the best decision I ever took. I was shooting Canon before, and then I switched to Fujifilm. Now, I've done this video before. I shared why I switched to Fujifilm some time ago, but over the years Fujifilm keeps getting more awesome every time, so I felt like I needed to tell you what I really think about Fujifilm. Now, this video is not sponsored. I'm not a Fujifilm ambassador, which I would like to be sometime, but this is purely my experience. I've used the camera, I've used Fujifilm for a while now, and this is all based on my experience with the camera and the brand. One thing I love about Fujifilm is the fact that it's made my life really simple. You know, the camera designs and the camera size and the lens design, their size and weight are all light, and so packing up my Fuji gear in my camera bag is just lightweight when I'm walking around. And I'm currently using the Fujifilm X-T30, which I can actually fit in my pocket because it's that tiny. The 35mm that I use is tiny and light in weight. All Fujifilm lenses and cameras, they are all light in weight. They don't break your back when you pack them in your camera bag and you're walking around. Because you know, sometimes we keep our camera bag on our back for a long time. We can be walking around doing a photo shoot, and I can have my camera bag on my back and not feel anything because the lenses and everything in there are just light. Now, Fujifilm cameras are designed in such a way, I don't know, but they're designed in such a way that as soon as you pick the camera, you would want to start taking pictures. It's straight to, I want to take photos with this camera. That's the feeling that I always talk about that Fujifilm gives me, but it's hard to explain sometimes unless you experience it. Fujifilm cameras always makes me focus more on the art and the craft than the tool or the equipment. Because my first camera was the Fujifilm X-T2, and I moved to Fujifilm X-T3, and I'm currently using Fujifilm X-T30, which doesn't make sense because the Fujifilm X-T3 is supposed to be higher, or it's higher than the X-T30, but I decided to go back because I realized that with Fujifilm, most of their cameras usually have the same sensor, sometimes the same megapixels, and so the rest is just camera design, and you choose the camera based on the design that you want because they are all virtually the same cameras. Switching from X-T3 to X-T30, there was no difference for me because at the end of the day, they both had the same sensor and the same megapixel. I would take amazing photos with any of them. It doesn't matter whether it's X-T30 or X-T3, I still produce the same work with it. Then it makes me realize that it's just a tool, and so all I focus on is getting amazing shots. I don't focus on the gear, I focus on the shots that I need to take. I focus on my lighting, my composition, and my location more than focusing on which camera I'm using. Because I know the camera just works. It works perfectly. So as soon as I pick up the camera, that's it. It doesn't matter whether it's X-T30 or X-T3 or X-T4. I just focus on the shot that I need to take. And that's what Fujifilm does. To me, it makes you focus more on your craft. One thing I also think about Fujifilm is the fact that their whole design and camera design and lenses design and that whole idea of small bodies is a way of to me controlling your ego, because like people like to have the biggest camera, the biggest lens to give them that ego of, yeah, I'm a better photographer, or I'm the tough guy, but Fujifilm cameras are not that kind of cameras. It's more of a humbling experience where a small body can give you amazing results. And that's what I love about Fujifilm. Another thing is also, I talked to my fellow photographers about how I love Fujifilm and how it's amazing and all of that. But the only excuse or the argument they always bring up is the fact that it's a crop sensor. And I always find it funny when people always want to bring this argument of full frame or crop sensor. Because if you're shooting with a full frame camera, it doesn't make you any better than someone who is shooting with a crop sensor. And at the end of the day, what matters is the work that you produce with the gear in your hand. Because we get so caught up in this whole idea of full frame camera, bigger lens, which doesn't do anything. If you don't understand the basics of photography and then the principles in photography, you can't produce any better work, whether it's a full frame or a crop sensor. And to me, that's what I love about Fujifilm, because it doesn't make me be full of myself that I have the biggest camera or I have the biggest lens. It makes me focus on getting the results. So it's always funny when they bring that up. So this is why I love Fujifilm and what I think about Fujifilm. It's been an amazing journey for me, and hopefully I'll be doing more videos about this kind of topic and let you know how things are going along the journey. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.